Hello fans and welcome to Irish Whip Wrestling Whiplash TV. I'm Eamon Darcy here at ringside and we're coming to you from the Moat Theatre in Naas, County Kildare. In action this week, we've got the Blagger boys going up against Team Sexy from England. What a matchup that's going to be. And in our main event, the long-awaited grudge match between S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy and the Pucka one, Darren Burridge. I can't wait to see this one. Let's go up to ringside and get the action underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
We're back here on Whiplash TV. Eamon Darcy here at ringside, bringing you all the action. The Blagger boys about to take on Team Sexy
from Nottingham, England, weighing in a total combined weight of 329 pounds. Chris Beeley and G-Man, Team Sexy.
Team Sexy making their way to ringside. And after what happened last week here on Whiplash TV, with the man who originally brought them here to Irish Whip Wrestling, the ladies' hero David Zero, that relationship didn't last too long at all. And this week, from what I understand, the ladies' hero is actually going to be accompanying the Blagger boys to ringside. So obviously, the relationship between Team Sexy has totally disintegrated. What are these two men doing?
And their opponents.
You're the ugliest person in here.
Recently released from Mountjoy Prison, weighing in at 4 bags of skag and swag respectively, the Blagger boys.
The Blagger boys about to make their appearance here at ringside.
Zero.
Along with the ladies' hero, David Zero. And Team Sexy are going to have their hands full here tonight against the Blagger boys. As I have mentioned before on many occasions, the Blagger boys, one of the toughest and most brutal tag teams here in Irish Whip Wrestling. I'm not sure how well they fit with the ladies' hero, David Zero, however. Nonetheless, Dave Zero obviously has recruited the Blagger boys here to take care of his dirty work against Team Sexy. This is going to be a very interesting match. You talk about a contrast in styles. You've got the high-flying ability of... Here we go! The high-flying ability, I was about to say, of Team Sexy against the outright ruggedness of the Blagger boys. And the Blaggers taking over early here in the early going. Team Sexy find themselves on the floor, trying to regroup. Team Sexy obviously with something to prove in this match. We're going to see how this whole situation develops. Obviously, the smart thing for Team Sexy to do would be to attempt to quicken this match, quicken the pace, wrestle a fast-paced match, and not get caught up just like that in those power maneuvers of the Blagger boys. A couple of clotheslines by Blagger boy number one. And now a double team effort off the ropes. And the other Team Sexy member just got crotched on that top turnbuckle. Double Irish whip by the Blaggers. And the Blagger boys completely taking over here on Team Sexy, beating both of them down in the corner. Team Sexy all bent out of shape here. Being dominated so far in this match against the Blagger boys, and you can bet that the ladies' hero is extremely happy with what is happening so far. Chris Beway in there now against Blagger Boy number 2. Greco-Roman knuckle-lock applied into the top wrist lock by the Blagger Boy. Regardless of the Blagger Boy's antics and their brawling strategy, they are very gifted technical wrestlers in their own right. Single leg pickup, however, nicely done by Chris Beway. And the Blagger Boy now getting out of that one nicely. As I stated a few moments ago, I think that in order for Team Sexy to be victorious here, they're going to have to quicken the pace and try and outsmart the Blagger Boys. Right now, the Blagger Boys are the ones in control. Those forearm shots repeatedly to the face of Chris Beway, but he fights back with a double axe handle to the back of the head, taking down the Blagger Boy. Irish whip now to the center of the ropes. Up goes Blagger Boy number 2, Samoan drop, nicely executed. Nice high impact maneuver, he better go for the cover quickly, there it is. The leg is not hooked, however, and the Blagger Boy kicks out.
Kiss my boot!
More double team offense now by Team Sexy. Tag is made to G-Man, who comes in. And now a double team effort on Blagger Boy number 1 in the corner. And the most powerful member of the Blagger Boys team is in some trouble now. The referee being distracted and an illegal double team in the corner by Team Sexy. Even without the ladies' hero David Zero in their corner, Team Sexy not above bending and breaking the rules in order to attain victory. Beautiful Russian leg sweep, face plant by G-Man. This crowd a moment ago all over the ladies' hero David Zero. And here comes that leg drop of G-Man. That could be it. Look at that. The antics of these men are just absolutely disgusting at times. Nonetheless, they are an effective tag team. Team Sexy may be moments away from attaining a victory here. The Blagger Boy number 1 is in tremendous trouble. Full Nelson now applied by G-Man on Blagger Boy number 1. Followed by the snapmare takeover. Off the ropes he comes. Nice pinning attempt here. Gets the shoulders down into the sunset flip. Beautifully executed. Nice pinning predicament a moment ago there by G-Man. And now G-Man going for that mask of the Blagger Boy, trying to get his mask off. And the referee in there to stop that. Irish whip to the far side. Clothesline nicely executed. These guys are too much. And the ladies' hero David Zero a moment ago going crazy on the outside. Tag is made to Chris Beway. He comes in. And the Blagger Boy number 1 attempting to make a tag, but to no avail. Chris Beway locks in a modified version of the camel clutch. One of the most time-tested submission maneuvers in the business. And a forearm cross-face follow-up there, right across the face of the Blagger Boy. And once again, he gets introduced to the boot of G-Man. And Team Sexy have done a masterful job of cutting the ring off from the Blagger Boy. Not allowing him to make a tag to his tag team partner on the far side of the ring. Drop kick right in the corner by Chris Beway, nicely executed. And a sleeper hold now applied by Chris Beway on the Blagger Boy number 1. The Blagger Boy though quickly counters, elbows to the midsection, but gets caught once again with another lariat. And these guys waste so much time in there. If they end up wasting any more time, they're going to find themselves on the losing end of this match. regardless of Team Sexy's talents as a tag team. They are two rather obnoxious individuals in there. The Blagger boy ducks a clothesline and gets a reverse elbow right to the face. Down to the canvas he goes. There's a cover, the leg is hooked. But a 2 count is all he can get.
He's going to see now.
And G-Man locks in that sleeper hold once again, doing the smart thing, going back to that hold, attempting to wear down the much larger Blagger boy, cutting the blood supply to the brain via the carotid artery. The clothesline is ducked by the Blagger boy, elbow ducked as well from the near side. Forearm shot right to the face there, a clothesline by the Blagger boy. The Blagger boy now with a quick cover, but G-Man in there to interrupt the count. And you can see the Blagger boy a moment ago there trying to make the tag, but he was cut off once again. The Blagger boy has been in there far too long. For the good of his team, he's been in there for the past 5 minutes at least, getting beat down by Team Sexy. And now the referee being chastised, and look at the ref. He just shoved down Chris Beway down to the canvas. The referee taking no nonsense from Team Sexy in this match. And once again, the Blagger boy finds himself in the wrong part of town. Tag is made to G-Man, who steps in. Team Sexy obviously with something to prove here tonight, no longer with the assistance of David Zero. Trying to make it on their own here in Irish Whip Wrestling, and what a victory it would be for them if they were to defeat the Blagger boys in this match. Irish Whip from the far side, nice clothesline by G-Man. The Blagger boy in tremendous trouble. Tag is made once again to Chris Beway, who steps in. And the Blagger boys desperately need to make an exchange if they want to have any hope of winning this match. And Team Sexy continue their illegal ways with that rake in the face in the corner. Irish Whip from the near side. Up and over goes G-Man. Slugfest developing now on the apron of the ring. Knee to the midsection. Doubles over the Blagger boy. He's going to suplex him outside the ring. The Blagger boy, too powerful for that. Blocks 2 attempts of that suplex. Brings Z-Man back into the ring and drops him face first with that face first suplex, but no, a near fall is all he can get. What a devastating front face suplex that was by Blagger boy number 1. And now is the time perhaps for him to make a tag. But G-Man, too quick to get back to his feet. And look at that, G-Man dropping his foot into the extreme lower abdomen there on the Blagger boy. Questionable tactics there by G-Man. I'm surprised actually that the referee didn't call for a disqualification there, but be that as it may, a double stomp to the back takes down the Blagger boy to the canvas. Tremendous balance shown there by G-Man a moment ago. And what are we going to see here? G-Man setting up the Blagger boy, perhaps a finishing move. Blagger boy number 1, it certainly is ripe for the pickings. Here we go. The Blagger boy blocks that boot, fires off with a forearm, the Irish Whip to the center of the ropes. The clothesline is ducked, and a double clothesline, a double knockout. Both men go down to the canvas. And now the referee lays the count on both men. And now is the chance for Blagger boy number 1 to tag out to his tag team partner, Blagger boy number 2, who's well rested on the apron. Tag is made on the far side to Chris Beway, and here comes Blagger boy number 1. Clothesline. And another one. Blagger boy number 1 on fire now. A trifecta of clotheslines. Boot to the midsection. And up he goes and down. Oh my God, what a move. That should be it. 2, and he gets it. What a devastating tandem offensive maneuver. The Blagger bomb by the Blagger boys, polishing off Team Sexy here this week on Whiplash TV. And the ladies here are in getting his licks on Team Sexy, beating them down on the canvas. Yeah, real tough man, beat two men after they've been through a tremendously physical match. Nonetheless, the ladies' hero very happy with the Blagger boys victorious this week on Whiplash TV against Team Sexy. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's special report. I'm your host Eamon Darcy here at the news desk, and as you heard at the top of this week's programme, this week's main event is the eagerly anticipated one-on-one grudge match between S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy and the Pucka one Darren Burridge. The history between these two men stretches back to March 29th of this year. On that fateful day, Irish Whip Wrestling held an 8-man single elimination tournament to crown the first ever IWW International Heavyweight Champion. This tournament featured 8 of the biggest stars in the wrestling world today, including the ladies' hero David Zero and the heretic Red Vinny from Irish Whip Wrestling, and some of the biggest stars on the international scene, including the Wonder Kid Johnny Storm, the Phoenix Jody Fleisch, and Canadian superstar Vid Vane. The finals of that tournament saw S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy go one-on-one against the Pucka one Darren Burridge in what was a grueling contest. But in the end, it was S.O.S. who had his hand raised in victory and became the first ever Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion. And ever since that tournament final, the Pucka one has done everything in his power to make the life of Seamus O'Shaughnessy a living hell. But somehow he has never been able to quite get the better of S.O.S. But that all changed a few weeks ago here on Whiplash TV when S.O.S. lost the Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Championship to D'Lo Brown thanks to the outside interference of the Pucka one Darren Burridge. This was a fantastic match that could have gone either way, and had it not been for an illegal right hand from the Pucka one that knocked out S.O.S. and left D'Lo Brown to pick up the pieces and walk out of Dublin the new Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion, S.O.S. could very well still be the IWW Champion today. This story has finally come full circle. These two men have been on a collision course for months here in Irish Whip Wrestling, and it will all finally go down tonight in this one-on-one grudge match. It's S.O.S. against the Pucka one Darren Burridge. And speaking of grudges, ladies and gentlemen, what about the ladies' hero David Zero? This man has not been doing too well in recent weeks here in IWW in terms of making allies for himself. Just a few weeks ago, he decided he no longer wanted to be tag team partners with the flawless one Jay Phoenix. And so 2 weeks ago here on Whiplash TV, the ladies' hero recruited Team Sexy from Manchester, England, G-Man and Chris Beway, to take out both the Flawless One and the Party Animals. But since they were unable to get the job done last week, Zero was absolutely irate with the young team and informed them that he no longer wanted to be associated with them. And as we've seen just a few moments ago this week here on Whiplash TV, the ladies' hero put an exclamation point on his comments from last week by joining the Blagger boys as they went up against Team Sexy. So it's going to be very interesting to see in the upcoming weeks here on Whiplash TV exactly what goes down between the ladies' hero David Zero, the flawless one Jay Phoenix, and the Party Animals. Well fans, that wraps up this week's special report for Irish Whip Wrestling. I'm Eamon Darcy, and I'll be back next week with all the latest news and stories from IWW. Don't forget to stay tuned for our main event this week, the upcoming, eagerly anticipated one-on-one grudge match between the Pucka one Darren Burridge and S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy. This one is going to be a war, and it's coming up right here on Whiplash TV on the Wrestling Channel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and in this contest there will be no disqualifications and no countouts. Introducing first.
Welcome back to Whiplash TV, everybody. It's Eamon Darcy here at ringside, and we're ready for some main event action.
From Essex in England, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Pucka one, Darren Burridge.
And here comes the Pucka one Darren Burridge. No doubt the most colourful man in Irish Whip Wrestling. Obviously the pucker one with his chavs here tonight. In attendance. All of his mother puckers. S.O.S. is going to be looking for some revenge tonight against the pucker one, Darren Burridge. What a match this is going to be. It was just 1 week ago here on Whiplash TV that the pucker one, Darren Burridge, cost S.O.S. the IWW International Heavyweight Championship against D'Lo Brown. What a match it was, and had it not been for the interference of Darren Burridge, that man right there, Seamus O'Shaughnessy in my mind would still be the Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion today. But obviously the pucker one feels he should be the rightful champion.
And his opponent.
But he's got a chance to prove it tonight against this man, S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy, the former Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion. What a match it was last week against D'Lo Brown. Both men giving it their all. A very impressive outing for both individuals. Seamus O'Shaughnessy certainly doing Irish Whip Wrestling proud. The first ever IWW International Heavyweight Champion. And he wants that belt back in the worst way, but he's going to have to go through the pucker one, Darren Burridge, here tonight to get there. SOS's title hopes go through Darren Burridge here tonight. These two men, two of the biggest names in Irish Whip Wrestling. And they're about to get it on right here this week on Whiplash TV. What a main event this is going to be. And O'Shaughnessy thinking about a dive over the top there. He may do it this time. Look out here. Oh my good, oh man. S.O.S. with a plancha over that top rope. The bell finally sounds and we're officially underway. S.O.S. just wiped out the pucker one on the floor. Again, this is no count out, no disqualification here. Anything goes in this match. These two men can take this action absolutely anywhere. What a vicious forearm shot right to the face there by Burridge, and a second one. These two men evenly matched in terms of size and strength. Perhaps a slight advantage for S.O.S. Moved to the midsection on the floor, and O'Shaughnessy taken face first into that apron on. And Burridge is absolutely on fire.
Come on, you Irish man.
This is going to be no easy task for S.O.S. to come out victorious on this one, but if anybody can take the pucker one, Darren Burridge, to the limit, it is this man. S.O.S. now back in the ring along with Burridge. The furry dice driver. Excuse me, the XR2I there by Burridge even. And there's those infamous furry dice. After that XR2I, O'Shaughnessy in trouble, but
You slag.
he had enough of his wits about him to avoid that elbow there. But now the pucker one choking the life out of O'Shaughnessy in the corner, lifting that food right up into the throat. Burridge now taking over on S.O.S. This man feels that he should be the Irish Whip Wrestling International Heavyweight Champion, and a victory here against S.O.S. would certainly propel Seamus O'Shaughnessy, excuse me, the pucker one Darren Burridge into that number one contender spot. Another forearm shot by Burridge. S.O.S. beaten back into the corner. The Irish whip to the far side. Leapfrog out of the corner by O'Shaughnessy, however, nicely done. Followed by the arm drag takeover into the arm bar. O'Shaughnessy now focusing on the left arm and shoulder of the pucker one. What a feather in his cap it was last week for S.O.S. Taking D'Lo Brown to his limit. No doubt the biggest match in the history of Seamus O'Shaughnessy's career. And a great match indeed for Irish Whip Wrestling in general. To have S.O.S. wrestling such an international superstar as D'Lo Brown. But right now it's the pucka one, Darren Burridge, that O'Shaughnessy must contend with. And a nice takedown there by Burridge. Stepping over into the armbar, and now the wrist lock applied by Burridge. The pucka one, of course, very well schooled in the British style of wrestling. Trained in the drop kicks training school in England by such greats as the legendary Tony Scarlow, among others. O'Shaughnessy, of course, trained in the Monster Factory in the United States by Larry Sharp. So these two men with tremendous credentials coming into this match. Two of the biggest names in Irish Whip Wrestling, no question about that. Right now it's the pucka one in control with the east side headlock. And a few weeks ago here on Whiplash TV it was the pucka one who had some very derogatory comments to say about Seamus O'Shaughnessy, but I have a feeling that O'Shaughnessy is going to make the pucka one pay for those comments here tonight in this match. Head scissors now applied by S.O.S. And the pucka one now using some of that British style wrestling that he's noted for to get out of that head scissors nicely. Front face lock now by S.O.S. into the snap suplex and now into the sleeper hold on the canvas. O'Shaughnessy trying to put the pucka one to sleep. The pucka one now trying to get back to his feet and counters nicely into the hammerlock. And now into the head vice. Going to work on the head and neck of Seamus O'Shaughnessy. This match has been very mat-based so far. I'm somewhat surprised at that. Oh, look at those knee lifts right to the face of S.O.S. repeatedly by the pucka one. Followed by the snapmare takeover and the neck snap. And those shots to the head are they're gonna take it out of S.O.S. No question about that. And look at the pucka one having some fun in there against S.O.S. But you don't want to take O'Shaughnessy lightly. He's the top man at the moment here in Irish Whip Wrestling. One of the toughest men I've ever seen compete in a ring, and if the pucka one takes him lightly, that's going to be a big mistake on his part. Nonetheless, S.O.S. is in tremendous trouble right now. Burridge now coming off the rope. A unique forearm shot there right to the small of the back of Seamus O'Shaughnessy. There's the Irish whip. Flying reverse elbow right underneath the sternum. And for the past several minutes in this match, it's been all Darren Burridge. The pucka one, I have to admit, backing up his words at the moment. But don't count S.O.S. out yet. He's determined to even the score with the pucka one here tonight. And both men now firing off those stiff forearm shots. You could hear the impact. You could hear the smack of flesh on flesh there. Irish whip is countered by O'Shaughnessy, but a knee to the midsection by the pucka one, followed by a second one. Burridge now caught. Beautiful overhead belly-to-belly suplex by O'Shaughnessy out of nowhere. Countering those knee lifts of Burridge, a beautifully executed overhead belly-to-belly suplex. And now is the opportunity for S.O.S. to get back into this matchup and get his second win. Both men now back to their feet, forearm shot to the face by S.O.S. and retaliation by Burridge, followed by a clothesline. These two men going blow for blow here. O'Shaughnessy ducks the clothesline and a shot right across the chest. Retaliation by S.O.S. and there's a double clothesline, and both men now down and out on the canvas. What a physical match this has been so far. Both men beating each other, beating the hell out of each other here. A tremendously physical match we've seen so far, and we expected nothing less. Both men now back to their feet, exchanging those forearm shots. And man, listen to those chops right across the chest. Both men chopping the life out of each other. O'Shaughnessy now coming out on the top end of that. Forearms to the face. Off the ropes over the top. And O'Shaughnessy collides with a second rope and now finds himself on the concrete here on the outside in Nace. A wise move there by the Puckawan a moment ago, dropping down, causing S.O.S. to lose his balance and fall to the outside of the ring.
Get up, you slag.
And now things not looking good for S.O.S. at all. Burridge in control and he knows it. And now the Puckawan going to take it to the air perhaps. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Plancha right over that top rope. What athleticism displayed by the Puckawan, Darren Burridge. I've never seen him take it to the air quite like that. Crossbody plancha right over the top, a tope right onto S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy, but O'Shaughnessy firing back, showing you his toughness on the outside of the ring. Again, this is no count out, no disqualification. These two men can take this match absolutely anywhere. And a low blow there, a questionable shot on the outside by the Puckawan, obviously doing whatever it takes to defeat S.O.S. here tonight and move on to perhaps challenge for the International Championship somewhere down the line. Irish whip reversed and the Puckawan goes into the front row at ringside here. And now it's O'Shaughnessy in control, laying those boots in on Darren Burridge. Now brings it back to his feet, forearm shot right to the face, and O'Shaughnessy has knocked the Puckawan for a loop. Another series of forearm shots to the face and a kick right to the ribs there by Burridge. Very resourceful on the part of the Puckawan, driving the air right out of S.O.S. And now O'Shaughnessy suffers another shot on the floor from the Puckawan.
Use your heads, alright?
Right, will you take your pucker?
Come on, you mother pucker.
And take a look at the Puckawan just continuing to pour on the offense, assaulting S.O.S. here on the outside. This has been a very deliberate and physical matchup between these two big stars. O'Shaughnessy now thrown back into the ring by the Puckawan. And we could see air Pucka once again here. But Burridge took too much time to get up there. And O'Shaughnessy may make him pay for it. S.O.S. now going up. But the Puckawan knocks him right off. And this could be it for S.O.S. Nonetheless, he gets back to his feet. Burridge now with a forearm shot to the face that rocks Seamus O'Shaughnessy, followed by the tornado DDT. The head of Seamus O'Shaughnessy driven right into the canvas. Nice tornado DDT there by the Puckawan, Darren Burridge. These two men flat on their backs. Now it's S.O.S. who's in tremendous trouble. There's a cover, but no. Seamus O'Shaughnessy kicks out. That was a near fall. 2.5 count is all the Puckawan could get on that last exchange. S.O.S. wants nothing more than to win this match and move on to face D'Lo Brown for the International Championship. He wants that title back in the worst way, and he's showing you why right now. Nonetheless, it's the Puckawan who's in control at the moment. What a kick right underneath the rib cage. Continuing to drive the air out of S.O.S, followed by that forearm shot to the small of the back, but Seamus O'Shaughnessy trying to come back, but to no avail at the moment. And once again, the Pucka one now choking S.O.S. on that rope and snapping him off that top rope in a hot shot-like maneuver. Again, driving the air right out of Seamus O'Shaughnessy. And look at that nonchalant cover. What arrogance by the Pucka one. There's a more deliberate cover, but again, the leg was not hooked. And S.O.S. was able to kick out. And Burridge trying to intimidate the referee there a moment ago. And now comes right back over to S.O.S. But O'Shaughnessy, with those elbows to the midsection now, coming back with some offense of his own against the Pucka one. Snaps him right off that top rope. Beautiful hot shot. And great agility displayed by S.O.S. leaping right over that top rope to the floor with that hot shot. That found its mark on the Pucka one. And now O'Shaughnessy measuring the Pucka one. We've seen this a few times in the past from O'Shaughnessy from that top rope. Clothesline, springboard clothesline from the top by Seamus O'Shaughnessy, nicely executed. Again, displaying his great agility. There's another cover, but he could not hook the leg. And Burridge manages to kick out. O'Shaughnessy, however, maybe finding his second wind here. Drops the elbow right to the chest cavity of Burridge, and a second time. O'Shaughnessy now attempting to pour on the offense on Darren Burridge. What a brutal, tough match this has been. Flying shoulder block there by S.O.S. A scoop up. Great power displayed by Seamus O'Shaughnessy. We could see that S.O.S. drop, but the Pucka one knew it was coming, and he counters and locks in the chav lock. What a great submission maneuver here displayed by the Pucka one, Darren Burridge. He has it locked on and applied on S.O.S. in the center of the ring, but S.O.S. gets to the ropes, using his height to his advantage, reaching out and placing his foot on that bottom rope. But that chav lock is a devastating submission maneuver, reminiscent of some of the great maneuvers used in the old style of British wrestling. As I said, the Pucka one trained in the British wrestling style. He's showing you some of those maneuvers in this match, and what a chop there a moment ago by the Pucka one. And this match has just broken down into a fisticuffs battle. Check out those shots from both men. Nice takedown there by Burridge, the Furry Dice driver. The Furry Dice driver by Burridge. And we're going to see the Furry Dice elbow. This crowd getting into it here in Nace. And the Pucka one misses the Furry Dice elbow. I think I've seen that move somewhere before. But be that as it may, S.O.S. now has a hold of those Furry Dice of the Pucka one. Up he goes and down in the Celtic Slam, and this should be it. What an impressive victory for S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy against the Pucka one, Darren Burridge.
Here's your winner, S.O.S. Seamus O'Shaughnessy.
O'Shaughnessy with a very impressive victory here tonight on Whiplash TV against the Pucka one, Darren Burridge, and that's going to shoot S.O.S. right back up on top of the ratings for the #1 contendership to the IWW International Heavyweight Championship. S.O.S. looking to face D'Lo Brown very shortly here in the future at Irish Whip Wrestling. He wants that IWW International Championship back around his waist. And he is one step closer to that goal. What a physical matchup it was against the Pucka one, Darren Burridge. Give credit to both men. Both individuals gave it everything they had. A physically intense contest. Wrapping things up this week here on Whiplash TV. S.O.S. victorious against the Pucka one, Darren Burridge. And the Pucka one is all bent out of shape. What a night it's been here in Kildare, everybody. Thank you all very much for tuning in. For Irish Whip Wrestling, I'm Eamon Darcy, and next week here on the show, you're going to see the Blagger boys in action once again, going against Speedo and Popeye. And as well as that, a one-on-one match that we've been waiting to see for some time. Madman Manson going up against the Drew Galloway. The Insane One has a score to settle in this one. All that and more next week right here on Whiplash TV on the Wrestling Channel.